So we all get into fashion and the gym to start feeling better about ourselves, and then we immediately start hating ourselves even more. This is a universal feeling, and recently I came across this video, how to get into fashion and the gym without hating yourself, and it really spoke to me because I'm into fashion and the gym. Great vid, by the way, check bro out. But he pointed out that people getting into fashion and people getting into the gym basically have the same problem, where they don't like how they look in the mirror, but in trying to find the solution to that, we end up going insane. So I'm gonna be giving my thoughts and tips on this. Here's my credentials. I bench 225. I wear Chrome Hearts. What more could you need? Am I qualified to talk about this? Debatable, but like, listen anyways. Also, I'll talk about how I went from this to this, super bloated to like less bloated and skinnier without dieting or doing hours of cardio. Who wants to do hours of cardio? And I mean, do I look like a Greek god now? No.
My mom says I'm Mog, and that's all that matters.
But, I went from looking like I was storing nuts for winter to having somewhat of a jawline. Bye-bye. You know that one. And I actually eat way more now. I'll explain how. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about the problem. You see, in fashion, being skinny is it's kind of like easy mode. The clothes fit you better, proportions are better, it's aesthetic, it's trendy, and it's so easy to see all these skinny MFs online and start comparing yourselves to them. And that's when the spiral starts. Seeing that many skinny people, seeing all those looks, makes you feel like you need to be skinnier. And on the other side with gym and lifting, it's even more in your face. Like, everyone's trying to be bigger or leaner, doing steroids, doing hours of cardio, bro. Starve maxing? Do not be starve maxing.
There's a full day of eating to look like a real life anime character. 6 monsters. Yeah, there's a full day of eating.
You can actually eat whatever you want on a cut as long as you just spit it out. Then your body doesn't register the calories, but you can still trick your brain into thinking you're eating.
This cannot be healthy, bro. This is not even aesthetic anymore. This is, I don't know what this is. So how do we find that balance? How do we enjoy fashion and the gym without losing our minds? First, boom. Stop comparing and don't speedrun the game. Stop comparing yourselves to these exaggerated looks, because what ends up happening is that you see all of this and you're like, oh, I need to be skinnier. I need to be, buy more clothes. You know how people will get money and they're like, oh, I need more. They get a raise, and then they're like, oh, it's not enough. I thought when I got that raise I would be happy, but I'm not happy anymore. I need another raise, bruh. This is exactly how it is, but with looking skinnier, with having more clothes, it's just, you're gonna be spending so much money, bro. There's always gonna be someone that's skinnier, always gonna be someone with better fits, always gonna be someone that's more jacked, and it could get even worse than that. For me, for example, I get super into phases where I'm like, I kind of fixate on things. Pipeline for me, I guess, is getting into fashion, realizing that like being in shape will make you look better in clothes. So getting into the gym, and then from there going down the gym, fitness, health pipeline. And now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so deep that I'm looking at the calories of everything I eat, trying to lean out, I guess, seeing the skinnier look being trendy, being shredded in the gym, being shredded. Like, I guess we all want abs, bro. We all want to put that shit on. But don't get me wrong, being healthy is a good thing. More people should strive to be healthier. But when I'm looking at every single calorie, when I'm just like fixating on it so much that, dude, it's just like, it's in my brain too much. It's in my brain too much, and that's not a good thing. Also, when you consume so much of it, it can get to a point where it's not even just like you're thinking about it. You spend your money on it, too much money. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get into phases or something, I'm like, oh, I need this, I need that. This will be, this will help me. I'll use this. Like, think about it. Why does everything have protein in it now? It's because the big businesses figured out, oh, people want more protein. Bro, we don't need protein water. Protein water is crazy. It gets to a point where it's like, all right, bro, what are we doing? Like, yeah, the gym is fun. Fashion is fun. Fun to be getting stronger, getting leaner, putting that shit on. But like, bro, you don't need to optimize every single thing about your life. That's something that I struggle with so much. So what is the real solution to this comparison? If you're someone like me who goes through these phases and always has the urge to buy the newest loot, First, realize that what you're watching on social media on your phone is likely the extreme side of that. It's not realistic that I have a wardrobe like Wisdom K, or I have all these designer Yoji Yamamoto this, Margiela this, bro. Like when you are scrolling, you see all these mythical ass loot and you're like, bro, I need that. I need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. And it's also not realistic that I look like David Lade or these guys on steroids that are just shredded, bruh. It's good to have benchmarks, but being unnatty in the gym is kind of like having an infinite money glitch in fashion. But you're never gonna beat them, bro. It's a rigged game. So stop comparing yourself to that and instead compare yourself to who you were yesterday, who you were a month ago, even a year ago, bro. Or compare yourself to people who are 1 to 2 levels ahead of you, not 100. And also remember that the game takes time and you have time. You have time. Like it's a marathon, not a sprint. You have your entire life to get the swag wardrobe that you want. You have your entire life to build the physique that you want. You know, I'm not saying put off growth like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, bruh. Keep improving. But like, if you don't got the funds to buy a piece, don't buy it yet. Don't go into debt for some loot. Don't go into debt for some swag. If you don't got the physique that you want, don't speed run it. Don't starve yourself. Don't do hours and hours of cardio. Don't hit the gym 7 days a week, bro. You got to take a rest day. Go at the pace that you're able to sustain. Because remember, like, it was the turtle that won the race. And if you think about it, the game is more fun when you're enjoying leveling up, when you're taking the time, enjoying the side quest, stopping to smell the roses, bruh. Not speed running it. Like, if you're playing a video game, think about it. If you start at level 100, let's say you start on someone else's account, it's not fun. It's not fun because it's just like, oh, you already have everything. That's how the steroids and like all that toxic, you know, but you don't want to get your mythical loot in fashion too early on because then it's not fun. There's no progression there. There's no satisfaction. I swear on Reels and TikTok, I always see like the memes about, oh, bro, let's just hop on one cycle, peptides this, bro. And then look at them, you know, 3 months later, they look 40, their hairline's gone, their skin's wrecked, all for what? To get there a year faster. So in both the gym and fashion, go at your own pace, take your time, enjoy the grind, stop and smell the roses, you know, take a couple rest days, like, bro, and just enjoy the progress. The game is way more fun that way. Now, second tip, and this was bro's tip in the video, but like it was so underrated, so I gotta talk about it. Boom. Take progress pics. Take progress pics. But this is something that I don't do enough. But like being able to look back months, even a year back, is so powerful. It's actually so powerful. Because think about it. We basically see ourselves hundreds of times a day looking at our phone, looking in the mirror. Like you don't realize how much you change day to day, even week to week. But if I look at a picture a month, 6 months ago, dude, I look so different. I'm like, dude, I was kind of chopped. Hold up, bro. What? But if I look at me now, I'm like, hold up. Am I him? Am I him though? We all see those style evolution videos on TikTok, and it's like, bro, they show fits from 2022, and now they're a whole different person. That shit is beautiful to see. If I didn't have that photo of me, what was that, like 10 years ago, I would have never realized how much I improved in the way that I look. Like I could have been doing everything right, putting that shit on, eating healthy, working out, and I still would have just hated myself. I still would have been like, dude, I'm not doing enough. This is me sometimes. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I feel like I'm never doing enough. I'm always, oh, I need to do more. And it's kind of toxic because then you want to enjoy it, bro. Fashion in the gym should be fun. You want to be proud of yourself. You want to see the growth. And when you have these progress photos, that's when you could see it. That's when, oh, bro, it just makes everything better. Now, boom, little side quest. I want to talk about how I debloated my face. Because, you know, in fashion and lifting, being shredded, having like hollow cheeks and whatever, that's all trendy. That's all aesthetic. We all want to look like we're him, bro. We all want to mog. I guess it's corny to say, but like we want to look better type shit. Like now, by no means do I have it all figured out, but I do think I have some useful tips that will help you guys, you know, debloat way faster, I guess. Now, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't specifically trying to debloat my face because, you know, at the time I didn't even realize I was bloated. Which is crazy to say, because looking at me now versus then, crazy bloating, but like that's why the picture is so important, to see the actual difference. But looking back, it really all boils down to 3 categories. That's it. First, boom, eat more whole foods. Single ingredient foods, less processed stuff is better for your gut health, better for your skin health. A lot of people think that having acne or being bloated is about their skincare routine, or that they just need to buy more expensive creams. Like, but to be honest, most of what it is just fixing your gut health. Essentially, you're gonna look like what you eat. The term, you know, you are what you eat is literally true. And, you know, to get into the nitty gritty of it, I guess, one of the big things that people talk about when talking about bloating is sodium. I know people are scared of sodium because they think that it'll make their face look fat. Even I was like that for a while. And yes, it can bloat your face, but sodium is, you know, it's an electrolyte. It's important to have. The thing is, as long as you're having probably double the potassium as sodium, then you're chilling, because potassium helps your kidneys flush out excess sodium and water. That's why Looks Maxing MFs love talking about, you know, bananas and coconut water and chia seeds, bruh. Those foods are high in potassium, so eat more of them. Dude, the average person, or I guess the average American, eats so much sodium, at least double, if not triple the amount of like recommended sodium per day, which is why I was so bloated. Even though I was in shape, I was working out for like a year or 2 at least in this picture. I don't even look like it though, because I was so bloated, because I wasn't getting enough potassium. So aim for like a 2-to-1 KD ratio. Second category, boom, drink more water. As simple as that. You know, water helps you pee more, which flushes out your excess sodium, helps improve digestion. And it's like, when you don't drink enough water, your body holds on to that water because it's panicking. It's like, oh, we need to store this water. But when you're drinking a lot of water, you're peeing it out, and your body knows, oh, let's flush out the sodium, flush out the toxins. So not only will it debloat you, it'll help your skin clear up, you know. Cheat code, drink more water. And third, boom, walk more. You know, I live in New York City now, so I have to walk and bike everywhere pretty much. But like, walking helps your digestion system. Again, it helps flush out that puffiness, and it also lowers stress hormones. And when you're so stressed, that can cause your body to like retain too much water and sodium, because it's like it's panicking. As you can see, your boy has been down these health rabbit holes, chat, bruh. I've been going through it, I'm not gonna lie, but it's for the greater purpose. It's for the team, you know. I'll take one for the team. That's the thing. Fashion, fitness, health, the gym, they all go hand in hand. If you only got one, if you only got your swag on, then bro, you're missing the pieces of the other pieces of the puzzle, bro. You're not gonna be at your full potential. You're not gonna reach max level. That's why I think that anyone who's into fashion should also learn about health and fitness, and vice versa, because bro, they're so important. And let me tell you right now, you're not gonna get too big. I hate when people say, oh, I don't really work out because I'm scared of getting too big. Bro, fools will be in the gym for 10 years and they'd be like, oh, I need to be bigger. I wish I was bigger. There's no such thing. You can't accidentally get too big. You can work out for 5 years if you're not doing steroids. If you're just like, you're an average Joe, Brett, you're gonna look good. You're gonna have that aesthetic physique to put on fits, put on swag. Just because you got slightly bigger shoulders doesn't mean that you can't put on clothes anymore, or that, sure, you might not fit into size 28, the Mr. Japanese denim or whatever, but like, there's more out there, bro. There's more swaggy fits out there than just what's trending on Instagram right now. And real quick, if you guys mess with how I break down swag, art, health, all that good stuff, you'll mess with, boom, my free guild newsletter. I send out these legendary loot scrolls that got majestic music, cool art stuff, and me yapping with a little bit of wisdom on the side. Also, the Weaponized 115 belts are available now. The links to everything will be in the description. Now, tip 3, and this is the big one that no one really talks about. Boom. Realize that the solution isn't fashion or the gym. That's just the journey. Yes, it might get you to look how you want, but those are just the journey for what you actually want. What is that, you might ask? Self-acceptance and connection. I know it sounds corny, but like, think about it, bro. Why do people get into fashion? Why do people get in the gym? To look better. Why do they want to look better? To be more liked. Why would they want to be more liked? you know, so we can all feel a part of something, so we don't have to feel lonely, so we can feel seen and valued in this world, in this crucial, harsh world. Fashion and fitness are just the vehicles that we use to get there, but like the destination was always feeling connected, you know, just love type shit, like love type shit. I hate that's such a Disney Channel, like, oh, just love and acceptance and but it's kind of true if you think about it, bro. There's levels to this shit. I know it's corny, chat. I know it's corny. I know we're all supposed to act nonchalant and like not try hard and, you know, and everything. But let's be real. We're social creatures. We want to be accepted. We want to be loved. We want to feel good about ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's why we've created these like social class hierarchies between us, between everyone in fashion and the gym. You know, we're always like, oh, dude, I'll be cooler if I got this new piece, or I'll look so cool, or maybe I'll be liked more by this. Oh. And that's fun and everything. But the problem is that when we think that the new swag item or think that the new PR in the gym is gonna make us feel complete, gonna make us feel better, it never does. Because just like with money, we're never gonna feel like we have enough. And that's because the real work is internal. But it's dead ass, as corny as it sounds. As corny as it sounds, I know it's so corny, but as corny as it sounds, it's really like maybe the real journey was the friends we made along the. We just can't get lost in the sauce, because, and this is important, both fashion and the gym, they're epic, brothers. The community is so beautiful. It's honestly awesome. It makes you feel good. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying do it with the right mindset, and do it because you enjoy the process. Don't rush into it. Don't speed run it. Don't do it because you're hating yourself for any of that. Shout out to Clover for the inspiration for this video. Check his video out. It was an S tier vid, I'm not gonna lie. Join the free guild newsletter, and if you want to watch my vid on how to look more interesting, click the video here.